Most people live and die as a footnote in their own bloodline. They inherit a name, wear it like a hand-me-down coat, and then pass it on, unchanged, to the next forgettable generation. Their story is survival, not conquest. Compromise, not dominance. Fear, not vision. But you were not born to carry the same chains. You were born to break them. Your family history is not sacred scripture. It is a map of every wrong turn, a record of every surrender, a blueprint for mediocrity that ends with you. You don't study it to admire it. You study it to dissect it. Where did they give up too soon? Where did they choose comfort over greatness? Where did they follow rules that only served to keep them small? Machiavelli would tell you this: do not worship your origins. Use them. A wise prince doesn't romanticize the soil he stands on. He studies it like a battlefield. He marks every weak point, every blind loyalty, every unspoken law that kept his predecessors from rising. Then he burns the old map and draws his own. This is not rebellion for rebellion's sake. This is strategic amputation. If an inherited belief weakens you, cut it out. If an old loyalty slows you, sever it. If an ancient tradition demands humility when strength is needed, bury it with the men who obeyed it. Respect your roots, but never be ruled by them. Your ancestors may have survived. You will dominate. The family gave you a name. You will give it meaning, meaning so heavy, so undeniable, that generations from now, they won't talk about the family you came from. They'll talk about the dynasty you created. Machiavelli would not ask for permission to rewrite his bloodline. He would identify the weakness, destroy it without apology, and replace it with a legacy of power. He would build so large, so unshakable, that his enemies, even the ones carrying his own name, would bow or be erased. And so will you. The old bloodline ends here. A new one begins with you.
Hey guys, we're Wisdom, based in Abu Dhabi. We use AI tools to make these concepts come to life, but it's our amazing team who goes deep, breaking down powerful philosophical ideas and showing how they really apply in everyday life. We hope you enjoyed today's content.
Most people live their lives waiting for a nod from their parents, a nod from their community, a silent blessing from the ghosts of their ancestors. They wait for someone to tell them it's okay to move, it's okay to rise, it's okay to take what they've been dreaming of, but that day never comes, and so they stay small. You are not here to wait, you are here to decide. Approval is a leash. It disguises itself as respect, but it's control. The moment you need it, you hand your power to the one who gives it, and the hand that gives can take away. Machiavelli would laugh at the idea of asking permission to be great. He knew a prince rises not because he is liked, but because he is effective. He would smile at the crowd, speak their language, wear the mask of honor. But behind closed doors, every move would serve his throne, not their comfort. They will call you arrogant, they will call you cold, they will say you've changed. Good. Change is the point. Arrogance in the mouths of the mediocre is only a sign that you've escaped their reach. From this moment forward, you act without waiting for applause. You move without explaining yourself. You choose results over approval. And when they ask why you didn't seek their blessing, you'll look them in the eye and let silence answer for you, because greatness does not wait for permission. It takes it, it owns it, and it never gives it back. Power grows best in the dark, not under the glare of attention, not in the noise of public announcements, not in the chaos of group chats, gossip, or empty promises. It grows in silence, in the hours when no one is watching, in the spaces where your enemies think nothing is happening. The weak cannot help themselves. They broadcast their plans for validation. They leak their moves in search of applause. They mistake attention for momentum, and in doing so, they hand their rivals the exact map needed to stop them. You will not. Every step you take will be behind closed doors. Every blueprint will be guarded like a state secret. Every conversation that matters will be spoken in whispers, in rooms where no outsider can enter. Every victory will be forged where no eyes can see, quietly, patiently, deliberately. Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. A wise prince does not reveal his hand until the strike is already made. He lets his rivals guess. He lets them doubt. He lulls them into comfort, makes them believe they are safe, right up until the moment they wake to find their power already gone. While they watch each other, you will be moving. While they waste time debating, you will be building. While they measure progress in days and weeks, you will measure it in decisive blows that end careers, shift power, and rewrite the game entirely. And when the moment comes to emerge, you will not explain how it happened. You will not justify your actions. You will not share the process. You will simply appear, already victorious. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. Let them search for answers they will never find. Mystery will become your shield. Uncertainty will become your weapon. And fear of the unknown will keep even your strongest opponents from moving against you too soon. Because visibility without power is weakness. It invites attack. It gives others the time and the tools to destroy you. You will be invisible until the very moment you are unstoppable. And when you strike, there will be no defense. Because no one will have seen you coming. A name is nothing by itself. It is just sound, just letters on a page. An empty shell that means nothing until someone gives it weight. Most people inherit a name and pass it on just as they received it. Hollow, unremarkable, forgettable. It carries no fear. It commands no respect. It changes nothing. But you will make your name a blade, a banner, a crown. Your name will not be a casual word in someone's mouth. It will be spoken carefully, deliberately, because the weight you attach to it will make careless speech dangerous. Every action you take from this moment must carve power into the meaning of your name. Every achievement must sharpen it. Every victory must make it heavier. Let it stand for dominance, influence, and transformation so absolute that it becomes the dividing line in your bloodline's history. Before you, they survived. After you, they conquered. Machiavelli would remind you, reputation is not decoration. It is a weapon sharper than any sword. It opens doors before you arrive. It wins battles without lifting a finger. And when cultivated correctly, it can destroy an enemy before they even decide to oppose you. You will not beg for respect. You will engineer it. You will make your victories so undeniable that no amount of gossip or resistance can erase them. You will make your movements so precise, so effective, that even your enemies become unwilling spokesmen for your legend. And when your name is spoken in rooms you have never entered, it will carry the echo of your presence. It will make allies stand straighter. It will make rivals hesitate. It will make cowards silent. Generations from now, when they speak of your bloodline, your name will not be just another branch on the tree. It will be the root from which everything new and powerful grew. You will not just live. You will imprint yourself into history, and the name they gave you at birth will die, replaced by the one you forged in its place. A name that cannot be ignored, erased, or spoken without consequence. The most dangerous prison is not made of stone. It is built in your mind. Its walls are your beliefs. Its bars are your habits. Its locks are the voices you grew up hearing, telling you to stay small, to be humble, to wait your turn. You think you are free, but inside, a silent slave obeys orders you never gave. It is the part of you trained to seek permission, to apologize for ambition, to flinch when others disapprove. It was forged in the fears of your parents, in the limits your ancestors accepted as truth, in the unspoken rules of a family that learned to survive but never to rule. This slave must die, and it will not die politely. You will have to cut it out. You will have to isolate yourself from every voice that feeds it. You will have to disappear long enough to strip away the identity they built for you. Machiavelli would have no patience for this inner servant. He would not negotiate with it. He would not comfort it. He would destroy it in silence, replacing it with the mind of a ruler, self-commanding, self-defining, self-forged. In that isolation, you will see the truth. Most of what your bloodline called wisdom was just fear dressed in noble words. Don't get too ambitious. Play it safe. Be grateful for what you have. These were not lessons. They were chains, and you will break them. You will replace obedience with strategy. You will replace hesitation with movement. You will replace inherited weakness with power you built yourself. Power that no man, no family, no tradition can take from you. When the inner slave is gone, you will no longer flinch when challenged. You will no longer wait to be told you're ready. You will no longer need anyone's blessing to take what is yours. You will not be a product of your past. You will be the architect of your future. And when the day comes that you face the same fears that ruled your ancestors, you will not kneel. You will not obey. You will not break. Because you will not hear the voice of the slave anymore. Only the voice of the ruler you have become. Power is not just what you hold in your hands. It is what others believe you hold. It is the shadow you cast in their minds, the weight of your name in their conversations, the image they see when they picture you in a room. The truth? Reality bends to perception, and perception bends to the one who controls the story. If you do not define yourself, they will do it for you. If you do not choose the mask, they will hand you one that serves them, not you. From this moment on, every word, every action, every silence is a deliberate move. You do not reveal yourself fully. You feed the world selective truths, just enough to seem open, but never enough to be predictable. Your strength will be visible. Your weaknesses will be hidden so deep that no man can weaponize them against you. Machiavelli would tell you, a wise prince does not show the whole of his ambition. He wears the cloak of virtue when it suits him. He appears trustworthy, approachable, even humble, while keeping the true extent of his power locked away behind walls no one can scale. You must learn the art of layered presentation. Let them see confidence, but not calculation. Let them see skill, but not the source. Let them believe they understand you, even as they stand miles away from the truth. Avoid predictability at all costs. A predictable man is an open book, and an open book is easy to burn. Instead, be a fortress. They may see the walls, but they will never map the inside. They may guess what lies within, but they will never be certain, and in that uncertainty, power multiplies. Because people fear what they cannot read. They respect what they cannot easily understand. Your mask will become your weapon. Your reputation will become your shield. And when they finally realize that the man they thought they knew was only the surface, it will already be too late. Because the real you will have moved 3 steps ahead, unseen and untouchable. The most dangerous power is not the one everyone sees. It is the hand that moves unseen. The shadow that shapes the battlefield without ever stepping onto it. Most men rush into open conflict. They demand recognition. They plant flags and shout their victories from rooftops, and in doing so, they reveal themselves, their intentions, and their vulnerabilities. You will not. You will move like a ghost. Present when it benefits you. Absent when it protects you. Your influence will not be measured in headlines or applause, but in quiet shifts that change the course of events without anyone tracing them back to you. Machiavelli would tell you, a wise prince does not waste strength in direct confrontation when he can win through the system itself. Power is not just in the sword. It's in the court, the council, the whispers that decide who holds the sword next. You will navigate social, business, and political structures like water flowing through cracks. You will slip past defenses without triggering alarms. You will appear cooperative, agreeable, even helpful, while using the ambitions of others as vehicles for your own rise. When someone wants glory, let them take the stage. When someone hungers for control, let them fight for it. You will be there, shaping the path they walk on, ensuring that every victory they think they've won also moves you closer to your own. But there is one rule you must never break. Never bind your freedom to alliances. Partnerships are tools, not chains. Use them when they serve your vision. Dissolve them when they threaten your independence. You will be everywhere and nowhere. They will feel your influence, but they will not see its source. They will benefit from your moves without realizing they were your moves. And by the time they suspect, you will already be 3 moves ahead, untouchable, untraceable, unstoppable. That is how you win without fighting. That is how you dominate without ever appearing to lead the charge. That is how you move like a ghost. Most people build relationships on emotion. They give without calculation. They trust without testing. They confuse warmth for loyalty, and in time they pay for it. You will not. For you, every connection is a transaction of power. Every alliance is a tool. Every conversation is a negotiation, whether the other person knows it or not. You will appear warm, approachable, even generous. But that warmth will be a mask. Behind it will be distance, calculation, and an unshakable awareness of where the power flows. Machiavelli would tell you, a prince must know how to bind people to him without binding himself to them. He must feed their needs in doses, just enough to keep them dependent, never enough for them to feel independent. You will give value, but in controlled amounts. Your time will be rare. Your attention will feel earned. Your approval will be a prize, never a guarantee. In scarcity, you create desire, and in desire, you create control. Understand this. Betrayal is not a question of if, but when. Even the most loyal ally can be tempted when the right opportunity comes. So you will prepare. You will never give anyone the tools to destroy you, and when betrayal comes, and it will, you will not react with anger or shock. You will act with precision, swift, cold, final. Make the cost of crossing you greater than the cost of staying loyal. Let every person in your orbit feel the quiet tension that comes from knowing they need you, and that losing you would hurt more than they can afford. They will never be sure if they truly have you, and that uncertainty will keep them close. This is not cruelty. This is control. And in the world of power, control is the only relationship worth keeping. Love is fragile. It bends, it fades. It can be bought, distracted, or replaced. But fear endures. It lingers in the mind long after the moment has passed. It shapes decisions without a word being spoken. It keeps even the boldest hands from moving against you. You are not here to be loved. You are here to be remembered. And if you cannot have both love and fear, Machiavelli would tell you to choose fear. Because love invites comfort. Fear demands discipline. Love fades when you are absent. Fear grows sharper in your absence. Your reputation must be more than a title. It must be a warning. When your name is spoken, it should slow conversations. It should make enemies second-guess their moves. It should remind allies that loyalty is not optional. It is survival. This does not mean reckless cruelty. Fear is not built on random outbursts. It is built on precision. It is built when you act with cold certainty, when every consequence you deliver feels inevitable. It is built when you never raise your voice, yet everyone listens. Let your presence command the room. Let your silence control it even more. Let your absence feel heavier than the presence of lesser men. You must become unavoidable, a fixed point in every calculation. To your enemies, you are the shadow they can't shake. To your allies, you are the standard they must measure against. To your rivals, you are the barrier they cannot move without breaking themselves. Fear leaves a mark that no affection can replace. And when your legacy is carved, it will not be softened by love's fragility. It will be reinforced by the unshakable knowledge that crossing you was never worth the risk. Most men think legacy is memory, a name carved into stone, stories told at family gatherings, warm recollections fading with each generation until they are nothing but dust. That is not legacy. That is nostalgia. And nostalgia dies with the last person who remembers you. True legacy is not in memory. It is in systems. It is in the machinery of influence that continues moving long after you are gone. It is in rules people follow without knowing you wrote them. It is in habits, laws, and structures that shape their lives without your name ever being mentioned. Machiavelli would tell you, a wise ruler does not just win battles. He builds conditions where victory becomes inevitable, where the game is rigged in his favor even when he is no longer playing. You will create alliances, systems, and narratives that run on their own. Businesses, councils, networks, and cultural codes that operate in your absence, but still bend toward the outcomes you designed. You will leave behind methods that others adopt as the way it's always been done, never realizing they are living inside your blueprint. This is how you become untouchable in life and immortal in history. Because when your enemies can no longer reach you, they will still have to play by your rules. When your allies think they've moved on, they will still be carrying your influence in the way they act, decide, and speak. Generations from now, your name may fade from in use, but your systems will remain, your structures will remain, your standards will remain. That is the true end game. Not applause, not recognition, but control that survives you, a hidden hand in the world long after you are gone. When you build an immortal system, you don't just outlive your rivals, you outlive time itself.
Thanks for spending time with us. If this sparked a new way of thinking, hit like and subscribe to keep the ideas flowing. And don't forget, check the description for the links to the resources and the original books we used today. We'll see you in the next one.